She gave him everything: her love, her trust, her dreams, even a child. But when she told him she was pregnant, he vanished. No goodbye, no explanation. Left alone in a cruel world, with a life growing inside her and a storm outside. What she did next will leave you speechless. A beautiful beginning. My name is Aisha. I grew up in a small town where everyone knew everyone. Life was simple. My father was a retired postman, and my mother stayed at home. I had just completed my bachelor's degree and started a part-time job in a bookstore. That's where I met Adil. Love in the rain. He walked in one rainy evening, looking for a book on poetry. He had an easy smile and warm eyes. He was nothing like the boys in my town. He was from the city, spoke English fluently, and carried himself like someone who had seen the world. I was shy, but he noticed me. He would ask me about books, then about music, then about life. We began talking every day, promises and dreams. After 2 months, he asked me out. I said yes. Adil wasn't rich, but he was full of dreams. He wanted to start his own business. He said, "One day, we'll have a house with white curtains and yellow lights." He made me feel like I was his future. We went on long bike rides, drank chai under the stars, and shared secrets. He told me his mother passed away when he was 10. He had no siblings. I felt bad for him. I wanted to give him a family, the silver ring. One evening, under a mango tree, he gave me a silver ring. "I can't afford gold right now," he said. "But this is a promise. I'll marry you soon." I wore it every day, like it was a diamond. The shock. Then, I missed my period. At first, I ignored it. Maybe it was stress. But days passed, then weeks. I took a test, positive. My hands trembled. I called Adil immediately. He was silent for a long time. Then he whispered, "This is not the right time." I thought he was shocked. But the next day, he blocked me. On everything. Phone, WhatsApp, Facebook, gone. The disappearance. I cried all night. My parents didn't know. My friends asked where he was. I lied. I told them he went abroad. In truth, he had vanished like a dream. I started getting sick in the mornings. I had no one to take me to the clinic. I sold my gold earrings to pay for checkups. Family reaction. When I told my parents, they were devastated. My mother locked herself in her room. My father sat outside silently. Finally, he said, "Whatever happens, you are our daughter. We will not throw you out." A new life in hiding. My relatives called to tell my parents to send me away. "She has brought shame," they said. But my parents stood by me. We shifted to a new city to avoid gossip. I joined a small private school as a teacher. I hid my pregnancy under loose clothes. A dangerous fall. One day, while teaching math, I fainted. I woke up in a hospital. The doctor said, "You need bed rest. Your baby is under stress." I had no money left. That's when something unexpected happened. One of my students, little Sarah, told her mother about me. That woman was a lawyer named Farah. The legal path begins. Farah came to my home. She sat with my parents and said, "You are not alone. We can fight." She filed a legal case against Adil. I was scared. What if he denied everything? But Farah said, "Truth is a strong weapon." Digging up his life, Adil was found. He was living in Islamabad, running a small digital marketing agency. He was engaged to a rich girl. He refused to meet us. So we sent a legal notice. He laughed. "She can't prove anything," he said. Courtroom drama. We went to court. Adil came with a fancy lawyer and said, "She's lying. She wants money." But Farah had collected evidence, photos, chat messages, even his promise ring. The judge ordered a DNA test. A midnight threat. While waiting for results, something strange happened. One night, someone threw a brick at our window. It had a note. "Stop the case, or suffer." My mother screamed. I was terrified. But Farah installed a CCTV camera and filed a police complaint. Truth comes out. Finally, the DNA result arrived. 99.9%. He was the father. The judge asked, "Do you want to support the child?" Adil said, "I can't. I have a new life now." The courtroom gasped. His fiancée was sitting in the back. She stood up and shouted, "You told me she was a liar." Then she walked out, tears in her eyes. His fall. Adil lost everything that day. His business partners left him. His engagement broke. But I didn't ask for money. I just wanted him to know. He could run, but he couldn't hide from the truth. A new beginning. I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. I named him Aman. He had my eyes and Adil's smile. He became the light of my life. I worked day and night, saved every penny, and studied online. After 4 years, I became the headmistress of the same school. A strange invitation. One day, I was invited to speak at a women's empowerment event. I walked onto the stage in a blue sari, holding Aman's hand. He was now 4, wearing a tiny suit. As I began to speak, I saw someone standing in the crowd. It was Adil. The final conversation. After the event, he came to me. He looked older, thinner, broken. He said, "I lost everything. I thought I was escaping responsibility, but I was running from myself. Can I meet my son?" I looked at him calmly. "You already have." He was confused. I pointed to Aman, who had given him the mic during the event. "That little boy, he is your son. But he doesn't need you now. He has me." Adil's eyes filled with tears. He nodded and walked away. Peace at last. That night, I sat on my balcony, holding Aman. He asked, "Mama, who was that man?" I kissed his forehead and said, "Someone from the past. But you, my love, you are my future." Thank you for watching Glorious English, where every story helps you feel the language. Let's grow stronger, one story at a time.